Hey, how you doing, Mike?
I'm pretty good, Mark. How are you?
Wow, guess what?
What?
This is our seventh episode.
Wow, episode 7. Who would have thought, we'd ever get past one?
Uh, yeah, I did.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Hey,
So, Mark, yeah, what? What are you going to say?
I was going to say that sadly, in some ways, today marked the day that we were going to take a road trip together
Oh, yeah.
to Prince Edward Island.
Hmm.
But since the pandemic, of course, I guess the good news about the whole thing is that we ended up working on these films. So there is some silver lining there.
But yeah, you're right. We would have been on the road. We'd probably be in Quebec by now.
Yeah, having lots of fun.
Oh, we would have lots of fun. Oui. And that was French.
You have to go?
No.
No.
Okay. So you want to what you want which film should we do a toss up? Which one do you want to see?
Well, actually, you know what? I can't wait to see yours because I
Okay.
understand you've really turned the tide on this one.
Well, we'll see. This is a very difficult film to make because it involved a lot. It kind of was pushing the envelope a bit, and also I think I made myself kind of vulnerable in this, and I just hope people like it. But anyway,
Okay,
it's what I got, and it's called Teddy.
Teddy.
Well, what'd you think?
Yeah, it's great. I think you did wonderful. I like for that kind of genre, that horror. You like you built the suspense and those shots you took like all in a minute. I think it was great.
It, it,
The
it's
funny thing is
yeah.
though, I couldn't help but start laughing, but not because like it was almost like to break the tension. I
Mm.
when I heard the screaming and everything, I just started howling because it was like I don't know, it was kind of like a paradox on the old horror movies.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you remember some of those old movies we used to watch in the when we were kids,
Yeah,
from the 50s. And yeah, and usually like you never saw all the kind of graphic stuff that you would see in a horror movie now.
no.
But you heard like you'd hear the screams and the sound. It was all about sound, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
very much about sound.
Oh, and I love the way you did it in black and white. That helped too. Like that
I
set
guess
the
yeah, I guess I was thinking about when, the kinds of films that we saw as kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the subtleness. It was like everybody's fear to look under the bed, and then really when the enemy was or the monster was right beside you. That was good.
Thanks, Mark. So, Mark, what have you brought?
Well, yeah. What am I doing? The silver bowl. This is yeah. It's funny. It's nothing spectacular, but I have this silver bowl that I use as a water dish to water the birds to give them some water to drink
Okay.
and I've noticed over this last spring I noticed that all kinds of birds and even the squirrels, they all use the silver bowl as a water dish.
Right. Okay.
And
Oh,
so I kind of collected a number of shots and put it together, and I just find it amusing to see how they all interact with it.
are any birds hurt during the filming, or?
No, but
No,
they
good.
got a good cleaning.
Okay, good. Okay, well, let's watch it. The Silver Bowl. Oh, Mark, I love that.
Yeah.
I love the way that you combine both video and photographs, but really maintain the like the quality of the color, the framing. And the thing that really struck me, and I know that that you have been photographing birds for years, and so it's no surprise that the quality is going to be really good. But I think what you do is you elevate what I guess we would call those birds your kind of garden variety, the backyard sort of birds that here in Ontario anyway, in Canada, we see all the time, every day. And yet your film, for me, your film elevated them to, like, you really notice them. You notice their beautiful colors, the sheen in their feathers, and the diversity of just these different kinds of birds, and they're all beautiful in their own right. Everyone is really beautiful and has its own habits and so on. It's,
Yeah.
and to see them all doing something that we can all relate to, like drinking water, cooling off, bathing, it's lovely.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you saw it that way, because that's exactly what I was trying to get across, that
Mm.
they are the garden variety, and there's a few migrators in there as well, but the grosbeak and that. Yeah, and how much they depend on water, and to have a drink and a bath, and you never think of that so much as we like to put out some seeds or food for them, and
Mm-hmm.
they kind of are more independent. But when you see them having a bath or a drink, you just realize water is a sustaining force of life.
Yes,
for all of us.
that's an excellent point.
So, we really appreciate if you have any questions or comments about the films. We love the feedback, and we love to be able to answer your questions. So thank you for viewing those films and being part of our YouTube channel.
That's right. So I guess it just leaves us to say that I'm Mike Williams.
And I'm Mark Williams.
And we are
the
Williams Brothers. And this has been Just a Minute Films. We'll release 2 more films next Friday. Thanks very much for spending a little bit of time with us here. We really do appreciate it.
I understand your signal.
Oh, yeah, gosh. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
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 Right, I gotta turn this off. I'm single. I'm a filmmaker. I enjoy walks on the beach.
Yeah, I enjoy making 1-minute films. A horror of a teddy bear attacking me. Would you like to go out with me?